Hey, what's up, everyone? Getting started now. It's actually been quite a long time since I've done one of these streams, so believe it or not, I feel a little nervous actually. I'm also a little bit extra scruffy today because I went out and had a little bit too much fun and didn't slept in a bit today, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm pretty confident I can still pull off the performance that I need. I'll just have to not be arrogant, stick to my processes, and not forget the test taking engine that I always talk about, and make sure to just execute on on the steps that I train my students to do and that I've always done, at least on my best days, that I've always stuck to. So, hey guys, this is Saul. I'm gonna be solving the Bluebook practice test number 5, which just dropped yesterday, and if you are watching this as a replay, I recommend looking at the keyboard shortcuts. Actually, the YouTube description module down here has started changing. The UI has started changing, so I'm not sure exactly what you need to click depending on the UI that you're getting. But look at the description below because I added some keyboard shortcuts for how to watch this, like skipping the chapters and speeding up the playback and stuff like that. If you are watching live, feel free to just chat as I solve the thing. I will not be focusing on the chat during the solving, but I will, because that will definitely distract me. But I will get around to it, and when I take like a break. I'm expecting, oh wow, it actually has been a long time, so I'm kind of forgetting my usual flow of things, but I'm expecting to take a break after the first module to just respond to anything in the chat that I think is interesting, and then after the second module, obviously the same deal. I will not be doing the math. Some people want to see me flail at math. I'm just not going to do that. It's just not a pleasant experience. So skipping that part. There's plenty of math tutors out there, so use them. They're better than me. So with that out of the way, let me think. Anything else? Oh, yeah. I'll give you a quick preview of how I approach the test. If you guys actually compare the way you take the test to the way I'm about to take the test, this is what I think will be some of the major differences. You will notice that I probably take a lot longer on reading the passage than you do. You will also notice that I take a lot less time on the answer choices than you do. Okay, one more time. My reading is slower than yours, and my answering is way faster than yours. Your answering is basically just you going between B and D and B and D and like just going in like an endless loop, just agonizing about those two answer choices, and your eyeballs are just jumping all over the place looking for which one is wrong. My answering is more like I look at the question stem and then I think, what's the answer? And then I think of what the answer is, and then I look at B and I'm like, oh, it matches. And then I choose B and then move on. Okay, so that's gonna be fundamentally the difference for most people who watch this stream. The way you take the test and the way I take the test is just different. If it isn't that different, then it's actually likely that you're already getting a very high score and you're not watching this test or you're not watching this stream, or you're not needing to watch this stream in the first place. So go and just if you take timestamps, if you write down timestamps when you solve the test, you will definitely be able to get a better sense of how you take the test, and then be able to compare that with how I take the test. So, again, for people who are replaying this, and if you haven't solved the Blue Book Practice 5 yet, strongly recommend you do so now. Pause the video, okay? Take the test, timestamp it, every question if possible, and then come back and watch this. Okay, not the most eloquent today, so with the housekeeping out of the way, let's get started on the test itself. Oh my god, I'm so bad at this now. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's get into the test itself. All right. Also, I am drinking a very strong coffee, so there is a small chance I'll have to take a break, whether I want to or not, halfway through. Vietnam, the land of really strong coffees. Okay, here we go. Latos, all right. Well, I'm glad to have you here, man. Man, why am I nervous, guys? I don't wanna embarrass myself. I gotta chill out right now. I'm actually a little nervous. I should have, you know what I should have done? I should have done the PSAT stream like yesterday, as a warm up for this one, because I just feel so janky right now. But all right, let's let me take a breather and then we'll start. Okay, here we go. Okay, actually, the first reason why I feel a little awkward is because I'm doing this on an iPad and I forgot what it's like to do this on iPad. But now, no more excuses. Let's just get started. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Okay, according to a team of neuroscientists, ease of decision making may be linked between pre-parietal, decisive if intensified, slowly if not intensified, reduced. Okay. Mexica used natural landmarks. High degree of certainty, I'm guessing. Precisely, certainty. Yep. Identifies an increasing sense of, in contrast to less, politically, an overtly okay, there we go. Feminist is the political, I see. Okay, wait. I feel like I'm rushing a little bit. Increasing sense of an overtly feminist mode of writing, in contrast to the politics who are, yeah. My process is a bit janky right now. Okay, I'm gonna try to fix it. Found that the sun's corona Okay, my reading is a little janky right now. It's actually weird. So what I'm doing is I'm regulating my breath to try to keep myself calm. Corona with the flares. It can interfere with telecommunications. Exhibits increase above the region where the flare is coming, I guess. Okay, that is B. College student. Organizing team. Chance. Little, quick. Dodge. Just explain her hopes. Okay, that is really easy. Hypothesized. Extinction by humans. Clovis points. Test. Spears into clay. 4 bodies. Okay, clay is the body. Only a few inches. Couldn't kill. All right, so they used the simulation, a really rough simulation. Yep. Yes, exactly, to disprove, or not quite disprove, but yeah, I'm not even I didn't even really read A, B, and C. I just chose D because it seems right, based on what I was thinking. Still regulating my breath. Still a little bit not calm, but I'm calming I'm calming more than before. Symbol for the number 0 in both of the Maya of these 2 regions. Okay, one region. Sorry, one kingdoms. No, multiple kingdoms. Okay, whatever. 2,000 years ago, 0 symbol. First 0 symbol. Olmec, though. Elsewhere in the world, so it actually could have been earlier than. Okay, so they're suggesting they might be they were earlier than everyone else, right? Because we're talking. But this says. Oh, my bad. What the? Oh, I forgot how janky this UI was. Okay. Yeah. So it says some historians suggest. So it's talking about this part at the bottom. Some historians suggest. So some previous one. Oh my God, that was too easy. It's just directly word for word. Yeah, I just had to double check because I felt like it was too easy, and I just double checked A, but I didn't double check B, C, and D. Am I being arrogant? I don't think so. I think this is actually my system, right? I just feel a little janky. I feel a little bit out of it, but it's technically, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. A subject of much speculation. There are parallel ridges on Europa, smallest moon, mirrors Greenland, fissures in the sheet in Greenland. There's a water pocket that disrupted the overlying ice. Okay, surface water, fissures in the sheet, ice, okay. Subsurface ocean, and remember Europa is the moon, so main idea of the text is that maybe Europa's texture mirrors Greenland's mechanism. Okay, yeah, that's correct. That is exactly my prediction. To understand 2555. So I'm at like 1 minute-ish per question, so not bad. That's what I'm trying to be for the vocab and the early questions. To understand how Paleolithic artists, I might be rushing actually. Am I rushing? Okay. All right, we'll keep going. To understand how Paleolithic artists navigated dark caves. I'm zoning out after that little moment of panic. Okay, focusing again. Navigated dark caves. Tested different lighting methods in a cave. Paleolithic. Okay, so ancient artists, like prehistoric artists, navigation, lighting methods, using replicas. Okay, simulations again. All right, 3 different light sources: torches, fan lamps, fireplaces. Specific purpose. Well, yeah, sure. For instance, fan lamps, let's use some torches while walking. Good, because fat lamp spills. Because, oh no, because lamps don't illuminate the floor. Okay, cool. And you want to see the floor. So the main idea of the text is that they simulated three light source light methods, and found there's one example, okay, of the specific purposes. Yeah, and that's D. For some reason, I want to just double check ABC, even though I probably don't have to. Yeah. All right, number 10. Here we go. Total Science Research Submissions Topics 2016. Again, focusing on the left. So here you'll notice I just slowed down on the actual graph itself. There's all these submissions, and we're seeing an uptick in 2017 with the cellular, and an uptick in 2019 with animal and is that what is that? Medicine, animal and medicine. So all the biologies, or biology-ish related ones. Okay. Then in any other year, 2019, then in any other year. Oh, such an easy, oh my God, I spent too much time on this one. That's too easy. Yeah, I mean, that's just true. There were more medicine health research topics. That's a dotted circle one. 2019. Okay. Such a dumb question, God. Okay, I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that. I'm just frustrated because I overinvested time into it. But honestly, it's better to overinvest time into an easy question, but stick to the same process than to waste time by changing my process all the time. If that doesn't make any sense, I'll explain later. Looking back on girlhood, prefers her hometown to other places. Her hometown to other places. Okay, so preferring her hometown. Not A, not... oh, should I use this thing? Maybe I should, right? No, that doesn't seem connected. Journeying, delight, rides, drives, tramps within hometown. Okay, there we go. External shopping queues are a type of marketing. Okay, external shopping queues. Obvious messaging. Less obvious is just store layout rearrangement. Okay, and then that just causes a little bit of chaos, which makes them wander a little bit, which makes them score, which makes them score, which makes them shop more. Which response from a survey given to shoppers? Oh, they changed the question format. Best supports. Oh no, it's not okay. But they stopped using. They don't use the word quotation. Up until now, they've always used the word quotation. Okay, which response best supports the researcher's explanation? Oh, I walked around this new store layout, and I actually discovered something, and I bought it. There we go. That is A. All right. Even with the widespread adoption of personal computers, many authors still choose to write by hand. Yeah, by hand, and then transcribe. Therefore, you can't wait, hang on. It may be tempting to speculate how a novel written this way, but it's there's no point in speculating is the general thrust. I can't think of a better prediction than that. I guess that's dog. Let me look at ant, bear, cat. Yep, nope. Nope. No. Yeah, that's all. ABC are all making direct comparisons, but you're supposed to go for there is no point. Behavioral ecologists, behavior of natural and reared jumping spiders, bold jumping spiders, okay. High protein. Hey, what? Aggressive behavior. There's a positive correlation between high protein diets and aggressive behavior. High lipid diets and aggressive behavior. Experimental high protein diets and aggressive behavior. Okay. Interesting. That's not intuitive for me, but got it. Experiment. Okay, so for some reason, the field and the lab males are different from each other in terms of their response to food. Field. What is going on? Why is it zooming out like that? There's some weird UI bug where it just does. Okay, okay. I don't know what just happened. It stopped. Field collected spiders showed a preference for flowers manipulated to ultraviolet, whereas lab not fluorescent. Okay, so fluorescent versus not fluorescent. They're genetically? No, I don't know what it is. Rearing conditions like... Yeah. I mean, that's definitely A. I spent way too long on reading that, so I would not say that that was the best. It's, you know what it is? It's like... It's because... Never mind. I'll talk about this when I actually finish the thing, okay? But... The jank is partly from me not being used to the test because I haven't solved the test in a long time, but it's also partly due to me not being able to annotate. All right, we can talk more about that later. Here we go. We're at grammar, and I have 18 minutes, so actually I have a shockingly large amount of time. Because you know what? I actually didn't do process elimination, like, at all. I think... I actually can just chill, bro. There was only 1 or 2 questions where I actually sat down and quickly skimmed. Maybe there were 2 questions where I actually skimmed the previous questions. You know what I mean? So I have a lot of time. Holy crap. Anyway, forecasting weather events, atmospheric rivers. What are atmospheric? Oh, this is grammar. My bad. How do they affect our weather? How do they affect our weather? Yeah, and then it defends. It answers the question afterwards. Okay, just had to double check. Soundtrack to Mississippi. That happens when its 2 protagonists meet. Yep. And then we have a fictional account of the lives of the Mirabal sisters, comma, can serve, end the sentence. All right. Okay, good. That's a modifier in the middle. Here we go. The vessel took 6 days to dislodge, in part due to its sheer size, colon, there we go. It's in part due to its sheer size, colon, yeah. And it's the only one that acknowledges that it's 2 different clauses. Hang on. It is 2 different clauses, yes. Woven from recycled yarn, hand-tufted, using carpet. We need a noun, which is the tapestries. There we go. We need the tapestries because they're woven. And we have Willard Vegan, remarkable micro sculptures, comma, creation so small that they're best viewed through a microscope. Okay, there we go. That's a positive. Here we go. We have transition question. After appropriate permissions are granted, it begins with surveyor making a grid, then dug, and then it's finally removed and all that stuff. It's a sequence. Zamboni developed an ice rink resurfacer, whatever the hell that means. Oh, resurfacing. Okay, interesting. As Zambonis moved along the rink's surface in the past, it first scraped off, then it sprayed water, and lastly, okay, another sequence. Lewis Latimer improved upon his design. Specifically, I'm guessing he made the light bulb more durable. Yeah, specifically. Yeah, that's exactly it. And then Jeffrey Gibson's scope. You know, I should zoom in so that you can tell that I'm not looking. But trust me, I wasn't looking. So here we go. Gibson's. Why does it do that? Bluebook, you didn't used to do this. Very annoying. Jeffrey Gibson's. Who deployed that code? Who deployed that code? Like what? Who decided to deploy that code? Oh, actually, I can imagine. There's some kids who probably accidentally zoom in and then don't even know how to zoom out. Oh, that's so annoying. But this UI is treating me like I'm an idiot. That is not good. Wait, what? It's suddenly staying put. I'm baffled right now. Right now it's working, but it wasn't working. I don't know what this is. Is this an iPad glitch? Is this like an iPad OS glitch? What's going on? If you guys know what's going on with this stupid Zoom, let me know. I feel like it can't be an OS problem. Very annoying. Okay, let's just finish this off. Where are we? The object embroidered, literally and figuratively stitched together. Okay, I see. Where's the verb? Oh, the verb is stitches together. Wow, that's funny. I like this sentence. They're trying to mess me up. Okay, see, and now it's doing this again. I don't know what the hell's going on with this. Okay. It stitches together recognizable symbols. And as a result, right? Yeah. In so doing. Okay. In doing so. Yeah. Following notes. World War I. Members of Choctaw Nation. Wait, well, I forgot my recommended. We're trying to get a similarity, and we're going to find a similarity here. Choctaw code versus Navajo code talkers. Okay. World War I versus World War II, but basically it was a U.S. program trained to relay coded messages in their native language. Okay. That's the similarity. Advantage of ICA archiving. Okay, so I'm going to stop doing the zooming in because it's just messing me up. It's like breaking my flow because the zoom keeps getting auto zoomed back out, which is super annoying. I'm PMSing right now. I'm kind of annoyed. Okay, so we got a digital archive. So I'm looking here. Oh, we're sorry. I zoned out. Advantage. We're looking for an advantage. Here we go. Oversonish. Oh my God. The creation of the archive didn't require a removal, so now have more access to these. Okay. Maybe the removal, maybe the lack of removal, maybe, yeah, it's the lack of removal. Yeah. By offering provides more access without removing them from, yeah. It's interesting because you're supposed to infer that that's a advantage. It's interesting. Yeah, gonna move on. Quotation, support a claim, Tharp's contribution to rock and roll. For her major impact on the genre, what did she do? She would sing until you cried, founding mother, passionate vocals, electric guitars. So contribution, that's weird. I can't tell what the contribution is, honestly, but she was passionate. She had electric guitar performance, and she was a founding mother. Had such a major that Chelsea called her the unquestioned father mother. What? We're just trying to support a claim. Oh, to just support a claim about. Oh, this is interesting. It's a different question format. We're just trying to support a claim about the contribution, but the claim is not totally obvious. So the claim is within the answer choice. Weird. So I'm looking at A, B, C, and D because I'm not used to this question. I mean, but we're trying to use a quotation. There we go. Oh, duh. Oh, man, that's tripping me up. Okay, so we were trying to use a quotation. A gospel musician, that changes the topic here, so it has to be C. Yo, there's so many changes in question 27 that I just like got thrown off like a lot. But anyway, it's C. So, yeah, I'll come back and talk about that in a bit. So I have 9 minutes left technically, but I was sort of bitching about the UI for a while, and I got distracted. And plus, it was a very janky start. So I'm gonna go back and just reread some of the answer, my selected answer, and just make sure that I didn't make any dumb mistakes with my selected answer. Yep. 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 Preceding a flare, the corona is where the flare is coming. Yeah, I mean my prediction was coming, so. Yeah. Yeah, that one's no need. I can't. Okay, there we go. Yep. Established hypothesis? Yeah, long hypothesized. Okay. Maya acquired the use of the zero because we're talking about some historians, which is at the bottom. They suggest that Maya civilization. Yeah, exactly. I'm just double checking B, C, and D on this one for some reason. Just felt the need. Okay. Same process, even though they're not the same. Okay, yeah, that's. I mean, I just remember that one. Main idea. Yeah, some details. We learned some details. And this is literally just a restatement of. Yeah. I'm not being dumb on this one, am I? Yeah, medicine health, 285. Okay, yeah. Hometown versus places she visited. Yeah, this is me exploring and finding. Yeah, this is, yeah, I already went through all that. Oh, I didn't, yeah, this is maybe one I wanted to spend some time on because I kind of read this for too long. I kind of went a little crazy. Positive association between the experimental high protein aggressive, and experimental and field, experimental and lab. Okay, and then we have over here preference for field. Okay, field preference is for ultraviolet, whereas lab preference is for red. So yeah, the rearing conditions, sure, affected the response to various experimental stimuli. That makes total sense. So let me just double check. Reduces, nope, that's a specific claim that we have no information on. No, these comparisons are, no, yeah, that's normative. Okay. Do they affect our, how do they, yeah, what are, yeah. So that's just a question. It's two protagonists. Okay. 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 Wait, what? Yeah, tapestries, right? Oh, yeah, I'm being dumb. Okay, creation, yep, at positive, okay, finally, yep, sequence, uh, yeah, method, right? Yeah, yeah. And then I just quickly double checked the other answer choices on that one, but anyway, moving on. And in so doing, yeah, yeah, yeah. Similarity, yep. Advantage. Let's just quickly read ACD. Yep, only the advantage. That's the only advantage, I mean, being dyslexic here. And then over here, Tharp's contribution. We're trying to use a quotation to support a claim about Tharp's contribution to rock and roll, which again, that format has never come out. That particular phrasing has never come out on a previous practice test, so that messed me up for a bit. But anyway, only C and D have a quotation. And then D has no, doesn't even mention rock and roll. So that's why it's C. Yeah. All right, that's it for module 1. Let's see what the questions are. Okay, no questions. Let's see. What's up, everyone? And explain my process. I think I did explain my process. So if you have a more specific question than just explain my process, shoot, because yeah, I'm not sure what else to explain actually. I literally was telling you what I was thinking as I was doing it. Also at the very beginning of the stream, I gave a little a preview of how I solve questions. So yeah, so I have 3 minutes. I drank this really strong coffee. I'm kind of waiting for it to kick in. So should I take a break right now? I'll take a break right now. And then go into module 2. Also because, yeah, module 2 will be harder. And that first module was really jank, but I'm glad that I got that out of the way. I feel like I got all 27 questions right. So so now I've boosted my confidence a little bit. I'm gonna go into module 2, but let me just take a quick stretch / whatever break. BRB. Okay, so my second module is about to begin. And oh, time just started. You know what? Let's just get going, guys. All right. AP Lit multiple choice. I don't think that really. I don't think I'm allowed to actually. All right. Here we go. Pennington, a chemist who helped advance home refrigeration. Perhaps more than that. More. What? What? More? What? But, hang on. Undoubtedly, but is perhaps more forgettable? Tentative? Undoubtedly made an impact, but her place is more is shaken compared to because of Stephanie Kwolek. Yeah, that is such a bad sentence. So I would okay, it's a bad sentence, but logically it has to be B. Gosh, that's don't write like that. That's such an annoying sentence. Oh my god. All right, moving on. It's freaking annoying. All right, I'll bookmark it. Throwing my hands up in frustration. To demonstrate the integrity can be assessed, checked the tendency to alter, measured from this and review. Exploited, concentration of stress, because we're trying to figure out the integrity. Ooh. No, hey, I'm not even using my strategy. But you know what? This zooming thing is actually messing everything up. To demonstrate that the integrity of underground can be assessed without unearthing, exploited the tendency. That makes sense because you can actually check the alterations of the magnetic fields to reveal the concentration of stress. Okay, and the stress is the integrity. It connects to the integrity directly. So yes, that is correct. Ooh, that was tough. Oh, that was two tough questions right in a row, and took me almost 3 minutes to do those two. Despite the generalizations, many studies have used highly unrepresentative, okay, where researchers are employed, to rectify, to address, yeah, ameliorate. Ooh, they're going straight for hard words, huh? Okay, hang on. But you should be able to at least eliminate the other ones. So even if you don't know ameliorate, you should be able to eliminate the other three. Though not closely related, hedgehog tenrics share basic features with true hedgehogs. Okay, yep, that is dog. That is what I was thinking. While recent scholarship has undermined claims that the this is no, okay, I'm gonna stop complaining. Gotta stop. It is hard to not motherfuckers. Relax, relax. Word two, that of other available limit. Wait. Recent scholarship underlying claims were. Wait. It is undisputable that his location in the Muslim area was other than Spain. Meant permanently available 1,000 miles west of the area of. It's in the Muslim area of Spain, so but it's west of the center. Okay, we're influenced by. Okay, sure, influenced by. Imitated by, okay, what the other direction? Okay. So we need that contrast, and that took me a long time to get. And I feel like I'm actually running out of time because of things. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna bookmark it, but keep going. And here we go. Let's focus. Don't be fatty. Be lean. Wandering, he hired himself out at the end of the time to receive for his wages 200 acres of land. Wow, that's a lot of land for 3 months of work. But false. Okay, no. Okay, Israel was obliged to look round for other means of livelihood. Okay, so he was cheated. Who, however, bravehearted, even much of it. He has patience. So we're characterizing him, which explains his next move. Courageous. What? Patience. It characterizes him. Flaw. What? No. It suggests that if not for it, he might not have been his. No. What? Okay. Why is this not similar to my? Okay, my prediction number two. Israel was obliged to look round for other means of livelihood than clearing out a farm. He's we're kind of describing a sort of contrast in him that explains his next behavior. Treasures is off. Mildness, maybe. I guess that feels a little bit negative as a. Okay, I can see how bear works. Labor is off topic, and then yeah. Okay, I mean I see how bear works. I have to revisit it to figure out if it's, but it has to be bear. Carbon and nitrogen. But how much? Okay, land use is vegetation cover. Use of different that are not restricted to topsoil. So kind of deeper. They sampled soil across multiple land use types within Ethiopia. Comparably low levels. They found, though, decreased beyond depths of 30. But it's comparably. Differences. Carbon natural levels are not restricted. Okay. There's a general question, there's a hypothesis, and then there is a finding. Question, hypothesis, conflicts with the hypothesis. I mean, that's correct. So I'm going to save a lot of, compared to you guys, I probably saved a lot of time on the answer choice. I'm zoning out. Classification automation. Not successful. Technological limit. Maybe not even useful. Because it's subjective. Baroque and Renaissance. And they struggle, so we're on the agreeing side. But they were able to get a They were able to get a technical breakthrough. Text 2 would talk about how you can still make technical breakthroughs, which is A. Yeah. Phew. I'm feeling hot, man. What the heck? All right, here we go. To understand how temperature change affects microorganism mediated temperature change, bacteria mediation of the cycling of nutrients in alpine ecosystems. Temperature change to bacteria to nutrients, nutrient circulation. Plant soil cores, okay, and transplanted them down where it should be warmer. And it was accelerated, the cycling was accelerated, even though we controlled for the microorganism composition. So it definitely means temperature is the thing. And that the finding was important. Wait. What? The finding about the microorganism. Wait, is that considered a finding? That's a weird word, College Board. All right, but anyway, it's a control. It ruled out, yeah, it's a control. So it has to be, finding is a really weird word, guys. College Board, it's a little unfair and it's unintuitive. All right. Mean ratings for patients after 21 days. Patients, 21 days. Okay, so we're gonna give up treatment of some sort. So, oh, it's funny. Usually the title tells you everything, but the format changed a little bit on this one. Okay, they actually are forcing you to read first before. Oh, that's weird. Why? Don't do that. College Board, don't do that. College Board, don't do that. Anyway, to test whether a medication is effective, patients taking it and patients taking a placebo, patients normally aren't told they're receiving a placebo, but I see why they did it. I wonder if they watched my stream actually, and they noticed that I wasn't really reading the first half of the paragraph. Okay. That would be cool. College Board, if you're watching this, hey, what's up? Anyway, you know, I'm pretty good research material, right? Like you can actually just watch somebody. Like I'm actually externalizing everything I'm thinking, bros. I'm like an amazing research subject. But they conducted a study to see if there might be a medical benefit. Yeah. Oh, so yeah. So literally the control is just not telling them versus telling them. That's cool. And then there's a global improvement of a rating. Now I need symptom severity reduction. So all of this is way better if you tell them they're receiving a placebo. That's freaking weird. Well-being. Whoa. So mean ratings for participants were anywhere between. Wait. Compared to mean ratings in the control group, we're just higher for all three, yeah. That's just a cool bit of science. Mean attentiveness scores by leave time. I spent way too much time on that because I was just doing too much commentary. I need to focus. I have, 18 minutes left. Mean attentiveness scores by leave time, whatever the hell that means. But 1, 2, 3, there are 3 test administrations, 1, 2, 3. And then people get certain days or weeks of leave. And it looks like there's no clear pattern. No particular leave time wins. Although actually yeah. So it's pretty much no pattern. After analyzing the results, longer leave times might not confer a greater cognitive benefit than shorter leave times. Okay, after leaves of work. Okay, yeah, and totally agree. Because it was hang on. Shorter leave times. Oh, so I'm supposed to focus on the light gray versus the black. And it is higher. It is higher on the first administration, but lower on the second and third. Yeah. Yep, that's okay. I was looking for second and third, but this is talking about the wrong group. So this is the group. Okay, and then first test administration. I mean, C is exactly what I want, but for some reason I feel a little janky, so I'm going to just double check B. B says 2-4 versus 1-4, and it includes the no leave, so that's off. And then lower, so that's also false. Yeah. And the first one only focuses on the second, so here we go. Yep. That is correct. I was looking for the second and third, okay, because it was lower than the other one. I can't speak. Lizard species by average percent of maximal speed used. Whoa, what the? Optimal. Okay, so actually, I think the College Board wants me to read this first to figure out what the graph is saying, which is interesting. But I get it, you know, trying to force the reading. It may seem that an optimal strategy is to move at maximal speed. I'm zoning out. Wait, let me just. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to stick to my usual process. I don't know why I changed it. Number of lizard species by average percent of maximal speed used. Number of lizard species, percentage of maximal speed used. Oh, okay, I see. How fast do they actually run out of the potential speed? When they're escaping, they use a large number of lizard species use 90 to 100%. When they are pursuing, yeah, not that many use 90 to 100%. Okay. It may seem that the optimal is to move at maximum speed, but can disfavor such a strategy even in escape context? Even in an escape context, okay, so I'm actually supposed to focus on these groups. So actually, the fact that there are many species between 50 and 89, and there's 2, 3, 5, 8, yeah, an equal number. Yep. 90%. Yep, exactly. Poetry, ambivalence towards poetry, acknowledges merits and displeasure. Merits and displeasure, ambivalent. Okay. Okay. Derivative, displeasure. That what we do not admire, we cannot understand. No, it feels off topic. Ooh, what? Let's go back to C. Ambivalence towards poetry. C. When poems become so derivative as to become unintelligible, okay, the same thing may be said for all of us. That we cannot admire what we don't understand. Is that ambivalence? All right. Can't tell. That feels like medium, low confidence. Low confidence. Look at dog. Reading poetry, however, with a perfect contempt for. Oh, I see. Oh, dude, I just misread dog. Okay. Am I behind on time? I can't tell. I have 3 minutes left before I get to my 10-minute mark. So here we go. TN is known for a large head crest. Flight. Why is there a though? Head crest. Okay. Examining the thing, they determined there was long hind legs, short wings. Okay, so not really flight. No. Yeah, not really flying. 15, here we go. 2 more minutes until I get my 10-minute mark. or good. Okay. Whether the actions are, right. So I forget what the name of that is actually right now. Aztec, very different view. Accord to the role in society. Okay. Yeah. Suggests that Aztec philosophers would not agree with these other ethicists. Yeah, that would be A. All right, yeah, I'm within my 10-minute mark for hitting the grammar, so I'm feeling comfortable again. Let's go. Boston Saloon. So weirdly, it was actually the vocab questions that were hard. The word and context questions that were the hardest, and the logical inference questions were not that hard at all. So anyway, here we go. Let's just finish off the grammar. And actually, I think I need to take a emergency break. Yes, the coffee is finally hitting. I need to take an emergency break. I'm going to stop the time here. Okay, stopping the time. Emergency break time. All right, guys. I'll come back. I'll answer anything in the chat, and then I'll get back to the work. BRB. All right. Let's see. Would I be willing? Oh no, I already answered that. And how do I finish under time when I'm making all sorts of... Dude, I actually said this at the very beginning of the stream. You will notice that I take a long time to read. Like probably sometimes 3 times as long as you. I spend a lot of time on the left side of the page, and then I spend close to 0 time on the right side of the page because I have my prediction and I just match it. Okay, process of elimination. Everyone always talks about process elimination. No one ever just not no one actually. Khan Academy talks about prediction, but Khan Academy unfortunately doesn't really show you what it's really like to try to predict an answer, because predicting is not easy. It's intuitive, but it takes work. Okay, and it takes a little bit of faith in yourself, some courage to be like, no, I'm just gonna read this passage for like 30 seconds. So if you basically, if you have the balls, you'll realize that actually you can predict the answer. You can predict the answer. Just like me, you can predict the answer. Just read the passage. I might take 45 seconds to predict the answer. You might take 55 seconds, but at the end of the day, you can still predict the answer. And once you make that prediction, it becomes a lot easier to navigate some of the hard questions, okay? And so you don't end up in this endless cycle, in this sort of recursive loop, getting stuck between B and C, right? Because you kind of already know what you're doing. And there were a couple questions where I, in the second module, where I could already demonstrate exactly my approach. Okay, so honestly, if you're confident, if you can just watch what I do, copy what I do and improve your score, yo, good on you, man. Good on you. Like, I'm showing exactly how I do it. Okay, just do it. So yes, for the digital SAT, because the digital SAT is like ridiculously easy as as a standardized test, I do get a lot of extra time. I would definitely struggle on older SATs, and I would definitely struggle on non-SAT tests that are not wimpy like the digital SAT. The digital SAT is honestly a wimpy, cowardly test that I think is responding to the test optional movement of the last like however many years, and College Board feels this existential pressure to like continue administering as many tests as they always have, right? But they're probably shrinking. Their operations are probably massively disrupted by test optional, and now they probably have to they probably had to lay off many people. I never looked into the news about that, but they probably had to lay off lots of people and just reduce the number of administrations globally and all this stuff because it's test optional, right? And so they want to. If I were, I mean, I'm only doing very much like a distant business analysis on this, but like I would assume that they wanted to slow down the inevitable rupture in their operations by making the test easier and less scary for even test optional kids, basically people who are not Asian Americans, okay, for non-Asians to also take, It's like, hey, it's okay that you're not Asian. You can still take the SAT, because it's not that scary, right? Like they're trying to make it as, easy as possible. That's why I have, so like, again, on the previous SATs, I would not have this much time. It would be insane for me to have this much time on a paper SAT, but yeah, anyway. It's just the reality, and I genuinely am. I don't think the universities are doing America any favors with this bullshit about how it disadvantages poor kids to take a free test, free because you can get waivers or you can get it at the school. Like you can get either a waiver directly through the College Board or you can take it through the school day administrations. Something that's like objective, something that actually measures your intellectual performance and output. It's ridiculous. Like the sort of like PR campaign that the Ivy Leagues went on in the last 5 years, ridiculous and complete. I think it was like knowingly. I am pretty sure there might have been organizations are not that simple, right? There's people within an organization that can disagree, right? I am sure that maybe a couple people who were writing those press releases or whatever, they probably believed what they were saying, but I'm sure there was a lot of people who disagreed with what they were saying publicly. And internally, there must have been disagreement because there's no way in hell that the Ivy League communications machine is entirely staffed by people who believe that nonsense. Because it is ridiculous to claim that you are disadvantaging the already disadvantaged by just clearly signaling that they need to take this test. It's so stupid. It pisses me off. Jesus Christ. God, makes me so pissed off. And I say this as somebody who grew up in a household that made $10,000 or less in a year, right? Like I grew up with free and reduced lunch. Like, my heart rate is up, so I'm gonna bring it back down, and then I'm probably ranting for too much. I'm taking too much time ranting, so I'm gonna get back to the test and finish this off. But anyway, rant aside. I do have the grammar left, so let's make it happen, okay? And just to answer that, yes, I do think it's a good sign. And I'm actually kind of disappointed that University of Chicago took such a ridiculous position. I mean, that's my alma mater. And Chicago is one of the ones that I would have assumed, like MIT, early would just be like, no, test scores are good. But I don't know what it is. Like, what is it? Why did you take that position, deans? Like, I don't get it. Like, guys, I don't know. Like, it reminds me of when there's like a social media trend. Like, it could be Bitcoin, Wall Street bets. It could be Clubhouse, if you guys remember that app. But maybe you guys are too young to be able to like actually log into that app. But when there's like a sort of like frothy like social media trend and people just jump on hoping to kind of capitalize on that trend, that's what test optional felt like. It's like it felt like these universities were like, well, it's kind of hip, it's kind of cool, and then these universities jump on anyway. All right, let's finish this. Let's finish this. All right. Grammar time. Grammar. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 3, 2, 1, let's load for 5 more seconds. Here we go. Created by businessman, the saloon. Sure. Hang on, where's such quotidian objects depicted in detail demonstrate or reveal the daily minutia. Okay. Clear glass allows all light to pass through wax paper. Whereas wax paper only allows some light to pass through. Okay, there we go. The managed heart, sociology of emotion, the idea that the various frameworks has internalized some things underlie each emotional reaction. Okay. Subject-verb agreement. Latin America is known to have dozens. Only 5 are popular, included in international. However, okay, colon. And then we get the list of 5. Oh, wait, where's this dash? Oh, the dash is for the last of which. Okay. Yeah, it works. Hang on. Oh, interesting that they're forcing this. But, I mean, you have to use the colon because the right side is definitely not an independent clause, but never mind. I thought it was more interesting than it actually was. My bad. My bad. It was not actually that interesting. I just got distracted. For thousands of years, domesticated goats, they're notoriously indiscriminate. They will devour everything. Cool. Why is the grammar was too easy for module 2? It should have been harder. Okay. That was too easy, guys. College Board, please make it harder. We need more hard questions. Okay, moving on. She analyzed snowpack levels. She found that the snowpack was deepest at lower elevations in March. At higher elevations, however, mid-March. Yeah, on the other hand, because I predicted however. Duverger's law. Polarize. In which, wherein is in which. Conversely, countries with proportional representation, multi-party, yeah, oh, literally conversely right there. Okay. A turtle a turtle shell appears external. However, in fact, no, wait, however is often, oh, no. In fact, it's often incorrectly assumed to be an exoskeleton. Oh, wait, sorry. It already says in fact. Okay, so As a result, it's often in. Yeah. Ooh, weird. Hence. Yeah. Yeah, as a result makes sense, and in fact also makes sense, except for the fact that it comes out again. I'm gonna just move on because trying to explain everything that just went on in my head would take way too much time. Because depends on how much you know about these adverbs and depends on your vocabulary and understanding of these words. Okay, so that would be like a straight up lecture. Moving on. In retrospect, one of the lessons is that a gene is affected by many factors, protein products of other genes. So instead of just focusing on the human genome, proteome. Okay, cool. So yeah, that's as a result. Accordingly. Similarity between the two sculptures. The similarity is that in recognition, there's two figures, indistinct, who are close. Now they're here. They're sharply defined, but they embrace equality. So embracing, reaching out and embracing. So kind of like closeness or whatever, supportive. Yeah. And it's not A. But I like how now we finally have the word similarity and you're forced to look at A and B, because if you completely skip the notes, then you wouldn't know whether it's A or B now. Finally, College Board. Finally. Yeah. I think I complained about this in one of my earlier streams for the Bluebook. I don't know, 1, 2, 3, or 4. But it was just too easy. It was too easy. They're just like letting the kids get away with just like not even reading anything. So I'm glad that you're forcing them to read the notes. Because this is a good question type. I like this question type. As an educator, I like the idea of this question type. Here we go. Indicate the category most routine correspondence belongs in based on the sensitivity. Based on how sensitive information is classified. That's a little bit confusing, but I'll just read it. According to the degree, right, because of the security, because there could be confidential, secret, but the most routine correspondence could cause damage, therefore it could be confidential. So confidential, give me confidential. Nope. Yep, that is cat. I don't know why it took me so long to find that, but anyway. Let's go and double check some of the harder vocab ones. I only have 4 minutes. I probably talk too much, honestly, but here we go. Perhaps, all right, let me actually, I'm gonna ignore the right side. Oh, fucking hell. All right, Mary Engel Pennington, a chemist who helped advance refrigeration, made a huge impact, sure, but her place in our memory is perhaps less warranted than the place of Qualic, who invented Kevlar. So the reason this is a ridiculous sentence, it sounds so ridiculously subjective, but yes, it's perhaps more tentative is the only answer. Oh my god. It sounds like the husband of Stephanie Qualic wrote this sentence, which is what makes this sentence so hard to like parse. Okay, but I got it. I got it. I was pretty sure on that one. I was also really sure on that one. I was sure with this one. Imitated by. Okay. We have undermined the claims that they were imitated by. Oh, it's actually the opposite. Ooh, I'm glad I came back to that one. Because I've actually forgot about the word undermined. So it's While we have established that they are connected, it's undisputable that their location was not connected. So it's definitely dog. Ooh, I'm glad I came back and fixed that one. Now I'm scared, man. Maybe I made some other mistakes. Yeah, I figured. I mean, I already spent my time on that one, so I'm not gonna spend more time. Yeah. Confident. Potential alternative. Yeah, that was the control. Yes, predicted exactly. Let me just double check because I might have. I'm just gonna read C because I didn't actually properly read C the first time. 2 or 4 days had a higher average than yeah, that's exactly what the claim is about. Yes, that's what I predicted. Yes, I was being dumb on that one. Yes, this is the only one that has anything to do with like not really being a flyer. Yeah, I mean, I don't even have to really read the other ones because it's definitely like Aztec ethicists versus other ethicists because they are going to focus on, created, reveal, the objects reveal. And somebody asked about question 20. I'll go back to question 20 in a second. I have 45 seconds. Yep. Underlie. The emotion, the idea that the frameworks underlie the reaction. Okay. And then, yeah, it definitely is colon. Yeah, I said colon. I wanted colon because it's a list and it's a fragment afterwards. And 21 is, that's also colon. On the other hand, yeah, I mean, at this point, it's just like, I'm good. I was pretty happy with this. All right, give me my score, bros. I was a little chatty today, huh? I was. Sorry. I was chatty. Yeah, I mean, I stayed out late, so I was a little bit unhinged. I woke up with a little bit. I woke up after what, 5 hours, 4 hours of sleep, 4 or 5 hours of sleep, drank this really strong coffee, and then I was a little unhinged all day. But I am pretty confident that I got a perfect score. I could have gotten maybe one wrong. I'm going to bet that I got 0 wrong, but maybe I got one wrong if I like overlooked, like if I kind of overlooked some minor part of a sentence by rushing. I could imagine that happening because my test taking was definitely very janky, especially at the beginning of the stream. It was a little janky, so I have to leave room for that. But I'm gonna bet -0. Let's get it. All right, I'm gonna switch over to my laptop in a second, or my computer in a second. Give me a sec. Just need to log in first on my computer. Okay, and then it should, oops, wrong one. Oh, there we go. Oh, instant. That was instant. College Board used to take like the back end. Oh, well, that's good. I mean, I wanna give credit to the development team when I can. I don't know whose idea it was to do that auto zoom out. That was a horrible idea, College Board. Don't do that. It's if the student doesn't know how to zoom out their own, if the student doesn't know how to pinch to zoom, don't take responsibility for that, man. Don't. Okay, if there's like, take 100 students, okay, 100 students that use pinch to zoom. What percentage, like what number of those pinch to zoomers are accidentally doing it out of 100 students? 3? 8? 12? Even if it is 12, there's 88 other students who are doing it on purpose. There are 88 other students who are pinch to zooming on purpose. Do not penalize the 88 kids. That's ridiculous. This made me so fucking angry. Like, let me pinch to zoom and do not zoom me back out. Like, whoever built that feature, revert that feature, okay? Take it out of production. Like, that is a bad feature. You are penalizing people who are intentionally pinch to zooming. So do not do that. Please, please, it's so annoying. Development team. But also development team, backend development team, whoever was responsible, whichever team was responsible for making the results instant, thank you. I'm very happy. Now I don't have to wait for like a minute for your servers to communicate and to produce the score that's now coming out directly in front of me. That is very nice to see. You know, it's nice to see that you guys improved that in the last month or so. All right, so yes, I got my 800. I was right. Let's see if I got anything wrong, because maybe it would be interesting if I got one wrong but still got an 800. That would be very interesting. I don't think the test was hard enough for that, but we'll see. I got one wrong. And I got an 800. That's wild. The test was not hard enough for that. What did I get wrong? Question 20, that's a grammar one. Huh? Wait, let me just double check. I chose bear. Jamaican British artist Willard Wigan is known for his remarkable macro sculptures, creations so small that they are best viewed through a microscope. Oh my God. I literally did not finish the sentence. I didn't read the whole sentence. My God, my bad, guys. That's so embarrassing. And I'm actually lucky I got an 800. What the heck? I'm a little bit. I would have assumed that getting this one question wrong would have knocked me down to a 780. But was the rest of the test hard enough that even getting this one question wrong allows me to be in the tops, in like the top, like 99.99 percentile or 99.95 percentile or whatever it is? Weird. I feel like I should have gotten a 780 on this one. Maybe even a 770 for this one mistake, given the nature of the previous 4 practice tests. Unless they're playing like sort of mind games where they're artificially inflating they're artificially shifting right the curve so that students don't freak out as much. That would be not good, College Board. But intuitively, it doesn't make sense to me that I got 800 when I made this mistake. This is a bad mistake, and I'm going to guess that out of 1,000 kids, if you take the top 5 performers out of 1,000 kids, or sorry, out of 10,000 kids, if you take the top, wait, what's 99? I can't do math. But basically, if you take the 99.9-ish percentile kids, right? So like the top 10 out of 10,000, I'm pretty sure none of them made any mistake. So this curve seems off to me. Okay, now this is obviously just me wildly speculating. I don't have the actual data in front of me, but I feel like I should have gotten lower than 800 for this one. Okay. Because that mistake was bad. Okay, well, that's out of the way. Guys, if you have any questions, you can ask me in the comments below. And if you are curious about the way that I solved the test, I kind of gave a brief preview of my approach at the very beginning of the stream, so go back over there. If if you watch these streams and if it's been helpful for you at all, just help me out, help the algorithm out for my YouTube channel. As you probably know, I'm not the most famous YouTuber. I don't really pump my own channel very much. But if you hit the like button and the subscribe button, you'll let more people just know what's out there. So help me with that algorithm there. And in particular, if you would like more news on AP Lang, literature, and just general English happenings, I would suggest subscribing to my channel because I'm going to be doing streams for literature and AP Lang as well. Okay, so I have Hamlet right now coming up. I'm going to be reading all of Hamlet for the first time in like a decade. And I will also, I'm trying to squeeze in an AP Lang FRQ live stream in the next week. I was actually trying to do it yesterday, but my schedule kind of blew up in my face. So yeah, that's what's coming up on my YouTube. Besides that, I do have group courses through YouTube, which I think are really, really, really inexpensive compared to what else you can find. These courses are partly, the reason they're so inexpensive is that it's more, I'm focusing more on motivated students who can kind of peer support each other rather than me having to handhold everyone. So if that's you, you just need some structure for your studying, and like 1 or 2 lectures is good enough for you per week, then consider signing up for my memberships in YouTube, which you can view by clicking the join button, and the link is also in the descriptions below. Okay. Again, if you can just use the stream and just copy what I do and improve your performance, good job. But if you are plateauing and you need, you know, just a couple more lectures, just like more detailed like breakdowns of how exactly to approach a question, and the ability to ask me questions that I can directly teach and show you how what's actually going on. Like if you need straight up lectures is what I'm talking about, then yeah, look into some of the membership tiers that I'm offering. Okay, gonna go now. And Zappin, it was, I mean, I guess it was cool. I was a little chatty today. And I made one really silly mistake. But, you know, I'm pretty happy with my performance given all things considered. All right, guys, until next time, keep on learning, keep on growing. Peace.